Hi! Well, I'm here today hanging out in my studio, and I thought I would share a few of the new abstract paintings I've been making lately. I haven't done a video here on YouTube for quite some time. I've been really busy with Black Friday and just Christmas shopping season. I always get really inundated with orders and custom pieces, which I can't show you any of the custom portraits I've made. But I like to make abstract paintings or just other paintings that aren't of animals during this time, so that way it kind of changes it up a little bit and gives me an outlet to express myself that isn't along the lines of cute cuddly animals. Now don't get me wrong, I love painting animals and making portraits of animals. It's one of the dearest things to my heart, and I just love them and they make me smile. But after I do like 10 or 20 pet portraits, I really need to make something else. So behind me is the abstract that I finished up yesterday. This one is called Flight of the Waking Dream. I have fun with lots of different ways to apply the paint. Sometimes I drip it like here. Sometimes I pour it on with water and let it kind of drip. These ones are more solid drips. I don't know if you can see, but these actually come up off the canvas. And so do these. These ones have a little bit more of a glossy sheen. I use palette knives to scrape the paint on there. Basically, I just have fun with them. These next paintings are on my floor, so I'm going to get down there and show you. Hopefully it looks okay. The lighting won't be quite as good, but it'll be able to give you an idea of what they look like. This one is called Glorious in the Moment. Here is a closer look. Put so many details in this. Just love how the colors look on this one. Makes me feel hopeful. This one is called Sublime Intent. This piece makes me feel kind of peaceful. You can see there are a lot of details and textures. One of the things I love about making abstracts is just adding lots of layers. And this one is called Sitting Wondrous in the Light. As you can see, I have so many textures and details in there. It was kind of interesting. You see these areas, they look like they're underneath where I put paint on top. I used this stuff, it's called string gel, and it was the first time I used it, and I actually painted a painting before this one, and that's where I used the string gel. It just didn't turn out very good. Honestly, it kind of looked like snot. And so I didn't like the way it looked. And it was just the color that I chose to mix it with. But anyway, so I gessoed over it and then I painted over that. So this canvas actually has two paintings on it. It has one painting under this that I didn't really like. And that's one of the things I really love about painting. If you don't like the way your painting looks, just gesso over it and start again. You don't have to waste a canvas. You do waste paint, and sometimes I don't like to paint over my paintings. For instance, if it's an animal painting that didn't turn out, I usually won't paint another animal painting over it. Usually I will paint an abstract over it. I don't have paintings not turn out well very often, but I think it happens more so with the abstracts. I'll paint one and I'll just be like, the colors aren't working, or I won't like the way the textures turned out, or it'll just be too busy, because that's one of my problems with abstracts, is that I just keep going on them and keep adding stuff, and sometimes it just ends up looking kind of chaotic. So I'm trying to learn when to stop and kind of leave some space on there, some room for the eye to rest, kind of thing. So it seems like with abstracts I paint over them more often. With the animal paintings, I like to start out with a really flat canvas that doesn't have any texture to begin with, so that way I can add the texture where I want it to be. But with abstracts, it seems like if you just add a bunch of texturizer type things underneath there without any idea of what's going to happen later, it's fun and it adds a whole other element to it. And that's one of the reasons why I love that painting that I just showed you, Sitting Wondrous in the Light, so much, because it took me lots of time working on it since I painted over the painting underneath it. But in the end, I persevered and I came up with something that I really love, and it's awesome. So all the work was worth it. If you're interested in purchasing one of these paintings, they are available on my website, krystlecole.com. I'm not making prints of them at this time. I probably won't make prints of them, at least anytime in the near future. I ship in the USA and internationally. Thank you so much for watching and supporting me. See you later.